Hi, my name is Uchenna Ahanotu, a psychologist. Welcome to my channel. I'm on a mission to empower you to live your best life now by helping you break down every limitations of the past and present. So in today's video, we are going to look at how your thoughts influence your life and how we can use this power of thoughts to make your life great. Welcome once again. Okay, so what are thoughts? Thoughts are the statements you make to yourself. They are us talking to ourselves. Gary John Bishop said we engage in two types of talk every day, talking to others and talking to ourselves. So the one we talk to ourselves is 90% what we do. Okay, so it is more of what we do. All these thoughts come in the speed of light. We don't even process it. It just comes to our mind quickly. You don't think of it because they are basic. So when you are talking to yourself, when no one is hearing, it is your thoughts going through. It could be in form of statements. I'm going to wear this cloth today. Or it could be in form of questions. What will I eat today? Is a thought. All right. So how does these statements we make internally influence our lives? Cognitive psychologists have found the triad to human existence. It's made up of the thoughts, the feelings, and the emotions. So biologically, once a thought comes to our minds, neurons are fired in the brain, and these neurons either activate or deactivate certain parts of the body. So when the thought of I can't cook this food, when you are told to cook a meal and you're like I cannot cook this meal, is a thought that comes to you. It has a way of automatically releasing some neurons to immobilize your ability to even think of a way to cook the meal. So the triad, which is thoughts imagine a triangle, thoughts at the head, feelings, and then actions. When you think of something, it produces some neurons that affect your feelings, that is your emotions and your moods. So when that thought of I can't cook this meal comes to you, it produces a sense of maybe fear or tiredness or inability. You have that feeling of I can't do this, I'm afraid of what I cannot do it, I'm afraid of what people will say if I mess it up and all that. Because of that emotion that now comes, it makes you not to now do the action. So that's how your thought first affected your emotions, your feelings, and now brought about the inaction or the behavior of not cooking the meal. Okay, so Monroe of blessed memory said that once a lion sees a deer or even an elephant twice as big as it is, the thought that comes to the lion's mind is lunch. Once of course, the lion cannot talk, but once it sees the elephant, what comes to his mind, his thoughts, is it sees it as a lunch. And because it sees it as a lunch, the neurons in the lion's body is energized, and he's energized to go after the elephant to eat it. So you see how the thoughts fired neurons to give him energy, strategies to go after the elephant, to kill it and eat it, and most times it succeeds. That's how his thoughts influenced his actions. On the other hand, when a deer or an antelope sees a lion, what comes to the antelope's mind is predator. So because he knows the antelope knows that the lion is a predator and will eat it. That's the thought that comes to the antelope's mind. It energizes it to run for his dear life. So the thought process of the antelope energized it to move into action, which was to run for his dear life. Okay, so that's how our thoughts could help us negatively or positively. If your thoughts if you are behaving in a certain way, it is because the thoughts in your mind influenced it. So if you are not happy with any action you are taking or any behavior you are saying, then the root cause is your thought. Your thought is what is influencing your mind, your actions. All right. So the exercise I would like you to do now is to write down some actions or behaviors that you are doing or that you are not happy with, the actions and behaviors in your lives that you are not happy doing. Maybe you're smoking, maybe you are sleeping too much, or you are overeating, or whatever actions now. Write them down. All right. So how do we harness the power of our thoughts to make our lives great? By catching our thoughts and changing them. So in the next video tomorrow, we'll be talking about how to influence these thoughts and make our lives great. So I'd like to see your comments, the actions you're not happy with in the comment section. So tomorrow we'll dive into how to tweak these thoughts so that they will now produce the actions we like them to produce. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. I remain Uchenna Ahanotu, the psychologist. Feel free to reach out to me anytime and I'll be glad to help. Bye.